If you're running a dropper post on your mountain bike, you need to watch this video. We're gonna talk all about the saddle height and how to set it up correctly. If you like this kind of content, please stick around, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you, and let's dive into it right now. But having a dropper post on your mountain bike is an awesome thing to have. This thing has really gave everybody the luxury of being able to drop this thing and raise it just with the push of a button. So it's really changed the game, especially if you're gonna be doing a lot of downhill stuff. So typically that is where you find yourself having to drop this thing. And then after you get out of that technical section, then you raise it back up to your normal pedaling height. Today we're gonna talk about what the proper saddle height is if you're gonna be running a dropper post. Because a lot of people I see, they just slam this thing all the way down, which is cool if you're gonna be doing just strictly downhill stuff where you're not really doing any uphill pedaling, where you're gonna be putting a lot of stress on your knees and things like that. Because if you're out in the mountains doing a lot of pedaling uphill and stuff, that is gonna kill your knees if you don't have this thing set up correctly. Okay, so we're gonna start with the old method of finding out how to set your saddle height. So what we're gonna do is take our heel, place it on our pedal, and we're gonna get that at perfectly centered at the bottom. At the bottom, this should be perfectly straight with our leg. That's perfectly straight. So what that relates to is when you're pedaling in the correct position, your leg is gonna be naturally bent just a little bit. So as you can tell, that is a perfect bend right there. Slight bend in our knee, that's gonna give us good pedaling efficiency and it's gonna prevent injury. So that's what we're looking for. And then you can see we can actuate the dropper post as needed. So not all dropper posts are the same length. So you're gonna have to calculate that. If you have a dropper post that doesn't actuate that far of a distance, then this distance may have to go up a little bit more. So you may have to pull more seat posts out and then tighten it down to make it fit a little bit better. If you have a seat post that's really long, you may have to drop this all the way down to the bottom to fit you. So it just depends, you're gonna have to play with it a little bit. Use that old rule of thumb where if you have your heel on the pedal at the very bottom and it's perfectly straight, it's gonna get you pretty much where you need to. Hope you like this video on how to set your saddle height if you're using a dropper post. I know this was a super quick video, but I see so many people out on the trail not setting their saddle height correctly. So if you're doing cross country, you're doing trail stuff, you're doing down country, pretty much anything besides downhill strictly riding, then you're gonna need to set this thing up correctly because you're just gonna kill your knees out on the trail. So I just see so many people doing that. Guys, hopefully after seeing this video, you're gonna be able to set your saddle height up correctly with your dropper post. All right guys, I'll catch you in future videos. If you like this, please help me out on the channel and subscribe. We'd love to have you. See you guys later.